Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Ripple is heading into 2024 with a compliance-first mindset, as we've always done. Guys, this coming from Brad Garlinghouse here. The latest tweet from the head of Ripple. He retweeted out Stuart Alderoty's tweet capping off incredible momentum in 2023, guys. And he mentioned that Central Bank of Ireland statement there. But Ripple, guys, seeming to stay on track in 2024, CEO Brad Garlinghouse in a tweet stated that the payment processor will be heading into 2024 with a compliance-first mindset, as they always have. This tweet was referenced to the recent regulatory win in Ireland. Earlier that day, the Central Bank of Ireland approved Ripple as a registered VASP, Virtual Asset Service Provider, which I did talk about in yesterday's video. If you guys didn't catch that, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. This made the XRP parent company offer crypto services in the country in compliance with the necessary regulation. So, I mean, not only are we going to see increased liquidity, guys, for XRP, I think we're going to see a huge pop in price, maybe $22 per XRP. If you guys didn't catch the video I did about that this morning, I will link this morning's video up here. A prediction from a financial expert. And looking at it, I mean, if the situation does present itself, I mean, all aspects of this crypto bull run have changed a lot. I mean, since XRP does now have, I mean, for XRP specifically, has changed for XRP specifically because of the clarity now. The clarity that we have for on-ramps, off-ramps. Now all we need is that FOMO. Similar FOMO that brought XRP from just under a penny back in early 2017 to just 12 months later up to $3 and change. So that was a 50,000% increase, getting up to $22 per coin. That would only make it how much? Let's check it out here. Right now we're trading at around 61 cents and a $22 XRP. It's only about 3,400%, guys. 3,500%. So it wouldn't even have to go nearly as high as what XRP did back in 2017 to 2018. So, the regulatory advances, of course, XRP, real world utility, that could happen too near the end of 2024, 2025, and that could actually spike the price as well. We don't really know what's going to happen, but what we do know, Ripple has gone on the record saying XRP has to be liquid. There has to be liquidity in the market for, many of these real world aspects to play through. So, going to keep an eye on that. Wanted to thank Brad Garlinghouse just for that update. Guys, I also happen to see this from the Wrath of Kahneman. David Schwartz, he just gave a prediction too in 2024. Here is what he said. AI and blockchain, so security, development, and inclusion. He also talked about RWA tokenization, the DID, identification, interoperability, and bridges. He also did talk about stablecoins. So you guys can see David Schwartz's predictions here. That's just the screen, but if I click on that, David Schwartz did predict AI blockchain. So goes into some more details here with regards to these specific applications. And I have a feeling David Schwartz has a pretty good idea because he is overseeing the development of, at least what Ripple is doing on the blockchain, on the XRP ledger. DID, decentralized identity adoption, will revolutionize privacy on the blockchain, for example. We've talked about tokenization quite a bit. AI and the blockchain, that's the other one too, right? Artificial intelligence, and I apologize for jumping back and forth here. The convergence of AI and blockchain will revolutionize cybersecurity and financial services. So that's something I think regulators will like. AI pivotal in ensuring blockchain security will empower accurate market insight and automated trading. Down here, he talks a little bit about the interoperability and smart contracts. Well, we've talked about that in stablecoins, of course. Ripple's endeavor to help produce CBDCs, and I mean really the overall CBDC ecosystem, starting in island nations, running pilot projects, which is very, very interesting as well. So wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman. Wrath of Kahneman also bringing this up. Okay, SVP of Global Sales, John Mitchell, a Ripple announcement here. He's stepping down from his position. But guys, check this out. John Mitchell, okay, he was a crypto and Ripple OG, original gangsta, and he's loved his years at Ripple. He says he joined when it was a simple vision to make the movement of value as easy as the movement of information. And, in some ways, I feel like I was there at that time too. 2017, 2018, boy, it was a very, very different time at that point. He says it was never an easy decision to move. Nothing that is truly transformational is ever easy, and especially so in the financial industry, but we keep believing, even if there are so many naysayers. So it is with great sadness, tinged with excitement, that I am stepping down from my role as SVP of Global Sales at Ripple. I leave behind many people who I can genuinely call dear friends, including our CEO, Brad Garlinghouse. I'm continuing my relationship with Ripple, so this is important here. I'm continuing my relationship with Ripple as a strategic advisor and a shareholder. I will also get to experience what it is like to live on one time zone without a constant diet of airline food. Right. Or that screaming baby in row 9. So guys, he is staying an advisor and a shareholder at Ripple. This just goes to show you that, even when people do leave the company, they love the company, want to stick with it, a shareholder, because he realizes how big this is going to be, and very big, very, very soon. Remember, with liquidity comes real world adoption. And guys, we're going to see more of that in 2024. On top of it all, guys, we're also getting more stablecoin updates here. This one from the island nation of Palau, courtesy of Crypto Rican Queen. She had Jay Anson on her podcast. Ripple in phase 1 of the Palau stablecoin project, Ripple could develop and improve its CBDC platform. The need for an offline wallet became evident for regions with slow internet connection. So going back to these offline transaction abilities, leveraging XRP and the XRPL for those particular transactions, here's Jay Anson discussing just that, courtesy of XRP Drops here on Twitter. Listen to this.
We're fortunate to be partnered with Ripple. The engineers and the project managers and the solution designers at Ripple were very instrumental in resolving any issues. This was an opportunity for them to build on and improve their CBDC platform. So a lot of the lessons learned and the technical challenges that we were able to solve benefited them as well. Examples, right? So the CBDC platform, they've had several use cases that they see as common to different countries. They're also working to do a pilot in Bhutan, for example, where not everyone has access to high-speed internet. Especially those small retailers who can't afford the cost of using a credit card machine or other forms of electronic payment. And so one of the things we validated was the need and effectiveness of having an offline wallet. Even though we didn't have the offline wallet, we validated that, yes, this was an issue. It's one of the things that the pilot volunteers, the users, expressed as being a challenge was that, not having the offline wallet. So when, if there was a degraded Wi-Fi signal while they're making their payments, it took a long time for the transaction to go through. Sometimes the transaction would time out, caused a lot of frustration. And so an offline wallet would, the transaction would go through right away. And then when you're back in an area with strong Wi-Fi, you could just go ahead and upload your transactions, and they would all go through. A second one.
So are you guys gonna use the offline wallet?
Yes, we're looking at offline wallet as part of phase 2.
So offline wallets, guys, they are being implemented right now. And as you guys heard Jay Anson talking about the offline wallet capabilities, running on the XRP ledger, partners with Ripple. So it is possible for them to send transactions. And, this is going to be important. As you heard, island nations might not have accessibility to reliable high-speed internet. So the offline transactions are a key part of this CBDC platform that they're realizing now with phase 2 of this implementation. So anyway, wanted to thank XRP Drops for posting that. Guys, I also happen to see this. Alchemy Pay has joined forces with Worldpay, which is a Ripple partner, from FIS to provide leading checkout experience. Guys, this is brand new news. Alchemy Pay, the pioneering fiat crypto payment gateway, has entered into a strategic partnership with Worldpay. And if you do not remember, back in September, Worldpay had a patent that was highlighted with Ripple's role in a blockchain-based settlement service. That was courtesy of King Solomon there. And there's Genfinity, new recently publicized Worldpay patent, mentions Ripple Network as an exemplary example with Hyperledger. And I believe, too, I did a video on this recently. I'll see if I can find it. If I can, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. So now Alchemy Pay is forging a partnership with Worldpay, the #1 global acquirer, to amplify its payment channels and elevate its payment capabilities. This partnership grants access to Worldpay's Visa and MasterCard payment rails, on Alchemy Pay's on and off ramps, empowering users to enjoy increased efficiency and better customer experience when buying and selling crypto using their credit cards and debit cards. So there's also that connection with Ripple and Visa and MasterCard also. Moving forward, Worldpay's payment channels will also support Alchemy Pay's NFT checkout, making NFTs accessible to a wider audience. So huge news here, guys. And just to give you guys a sense of the scope here, on a daily basis, WorldPay handles over 130 million transactions across mobile, online, and in-store platforms, supporting operations in more than 146 countries and dealing with 135 different currencies. Well, they wouldn't be able to do that, at least not as seamlessly, if they weren't running on the XRP ledger. WorldPay's expertise lies in the fast settlement and extensive experience in international and cross-border payments. So these guys have been a partner for a while now. And so we're seeing, another partnership forge here, obviously, to grab a bigger piece of that pie. Utilizing WorldPay's extensive global research, Alchemy Pay is now better positioned to assist our business partners and users in seamless cryptocurrency transactions worldwide, providing enhanced payment experiences and more favorable fee structures. So looking towards that thing that I've been talking about, this idea that, crypto payments are going to be more and more prominent moving forward. I think, this bull run, especially if we do get an approval ETF, I think the FOMO is going to be off the charts this time around, which, another reason why we could see XRP to new all-time highs. But, with that comes the problem of bag holders getting in too late. I mean, not you and I, because we're in our cryptocurrency positions now, but people deciding to get in next year, realizing they bought too high. Their crypto portfolio then moves down, let's say 50, 60, 70%, and they're left with all this crypto, and they think to themselves, oh, gee, I need money. I need to be liquid, but I don't want to sell my crypto at a loss. So what these companies are doing is they're creating avenues for these people, these bag holders, these, future bag holders. This is just my prediction. These future bag holders in 2024 and 2025 and beyond to be able to use their crypto to pay for services, goods and services, because it's going to be a problem. I think, inflation is already hitting a lot of people. I think people are going to be very starry-eyed when it comes to this crypto bull run, but they're going to get in too late. History repeating itself. And so, this is just another avenue which will benefit us. Of course, XRP holders, more utility on the XRPL will mean more demand driven to the XRP crypto. So I thought that was some pretty good news there. Wrath of Kahneman also bringing this up. Ripple payments user Corpay. So another Ripple company here has opened an office in Chennai, India. So Corpay, they're a brand and global leader in business payments. They're thrilled to announce the latest expansion to Corpay's cross-border business with opening a new back office center in Chennai, India. This move marks a significant milestone in the company's ongoing global growth and strengthens its commitment to serving internal stakeholders. So some of the functions here for this service hub will be number one, financial planning and analytics, data and business intelligence, sales, variable compensation, CRM, credit underwriting, client support, and strategy and M&A. So just some of those things there. If you guys want to read more, I will link this in the description. But here's a quote. The establishment of our office in Chennai enables us to harness India's flourishing economy and its status as the fastest growing major economy in the coming years, along with its diverse array of opportunities. Okay, this coming from Chief Data and Analytics Officer at Corpay. As a successful fintech and one of the fastest growing non-bank providers of cross-border payment solutions globally, the timing is right for us to expand support operations into India. Well, it certainly does not hurt that Ripple is already a household name in India. So a company leveraging RippleNet will definitely get the go-ahead. Regulators there, I'm assuming, are already very Ripple forward and Ripple friendly if Ripple is in fact a household name in India. The inclusion of the back office in India strengthens our global footprint, which now spans North America, Europe and the UK, as well as the Asia Pacific region, and enhances our operational efficiency, allowing us to deliver exceptional service and experiences to our clients. Meanwhile, it aids us in recruiting local talent, strategically positioning us to seize future opportunities. So another big move here, guys. This one for Chennai, India, and Ripple-enabled Corpay, moving another Ripple-enabled company into India. So wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman just for posting that. Also happened to see this from the ISO GOAT. Now, I'm noticing a few Ripple partners here, namely in Japan, and they are Nomura, SMBC, and SBI Holdings, one of the biggest ones there. And this just came out, they were talking about this back in November, but guys, now it seems like it's a go-ahead. After receiving regulatory approval in November, Japan's Osaka Digital Exchange plans to start trading digital currencies on Christmas Day. So only in 4 days. Today, it shared the launch details of its security token venue start. During the first quarter, it will offer discounted fees, and just a single digital security can be traded at launch. So tokenizing securities, guys, and it sounds as though they're fractionalizing it as well. part of the Ripple-enabled consortium. Nomura and SMBC, of course, SBI, also a big Ripple proponent and a huge Ripple investor. To date, a large portion of Japanese security tokens have been for real estate and use the Pragmat tokenization platform initially developed by MUFG, which is another Ripple partner. Hence, it's no surprise that the first security to be traded fits that profile with MUFG as its trustee. So guys, more tokenization news here, and that is starting on Christmas Day. The world is becoming tokenized. I have a feeling 2024 is going to bring a lot of surprises, a lot of great utility for cryptocurrencies. This is the year that I think we've all been waiting for. And, you know, that Bitcoin ETF, that's another thing that's just kind of looming right now. But I think with more and more advancements, as we move into 2024, we're going to see a lot more improvements when it comes to, you know, even the psyche of a lot of these regulators and probably governments too. The mindset is going to change. Cryptocurrency adoption is almost here, guys. I can't believe I'm saying it now. Finally, in 2024, boy, we thought it was going to be so much sooner than that. But I remember back to what we were thinking back in 2017 and 2018, and it feels like it's been a roller coaster ride. A couple of bull runs in the meantime. But boy, we are going to see crypto adoption very, very soon. Also wanted to bring this to your attention because, you know, this just, speaking to the point of crypto adoption, the Bitcoin ETF, and how everything has to be in line here, guys. Spot Bitcoin ETF, this is going to be a marketing war. This coming from XRP Drops here on Twitter. Listen to this.
They're all launching at the same time. So this is going to be a marketing war, I think, like we've never seen. I just saw Google loosen the rules on advertising on Google because of this. So they said that now they had some kind of a ban. Now they're loosening it. And if you are a structured fund or something, you are allowed to advertise. That I'm sure that's because BlackRock and others called them and said, we're ready to spend millions on advertising on Google. That's my guess.
So another opinion here, speaking of what I was talking about this morning in this morning's video, I urge you guys to watch that if you did not catch it. The Bitcoin ETF, we're seeing, you know, companies probably like BlackRock saying to Google, look, we're looking to put in tons of money into this. And Google just recently updated their policy that avoided or that banned some cryptocurrency advertising on their platform. So I think what they are trying to do is get rid of those scam ads where they had the artificially intelligence Brad Garlinghouse talking about the fake airdrop or whatever. But here, I mean, now they're loosening them back up. So what they're saying is you have to be a regulated entity now to advertise on Google when it comes to cryptocurrencies. So Google has now just loosened their rules on cryptocurrency and advertising. And guys, there's a reason for this. Christine Lagarde, president of the European Central Bank, they say they're being an anchor for central bank digital currency innovation within central bankers, and that is quite important. Listen to this.
Where do we stand? We central bankers, we have been operating as a monetary anchor in relation to the commercial banks and the private money. If we are not in that game, if we are not involved in experimenting, in innovating in terms of digital central bank money, we risk losing the role of anchor that we have played for many, many decades. And we have historical examples of period where the central bank monetary anchor was not there, and that precipitated crisis after crisis. That certainly was the case at the time of the free banking in the 19th century. Do we want to go back to those days? Probably not. I would say certainly not from our vantage point, as a result of which we have to respond to the demand for those digital payments in order to maintain the role of anchor that we have been playing regularly.
So the powers that be still see themselves as an anchor. Luckily for us, Ripple and the XRP cryptocurrency are well positioned, partnered with several central banks in order to make this claim a reality. Of course, the financial system is changing, but based on all the partnerships, based on what Brad Garlinghouse is saying, 2024, another year with a compliance-first mindset, it's looking very, very exciting. I mean, considering what we're seeing with the Bitcoin ETF as well, and all these different partnerships, I think we're poised for another move up, a huge move for XRP. And yeah, I do think it's going to go past all-time high this time. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.